What's up, friend, and welcome back to a new video. So we all know I'm an MTG addict by now, but when I'm not playing Magic, there's only one game I cannot get enough of, and that is Balatro. So in this video, I'll be explaining exactly how to play Balatro and how to consistently win runs as we're basically playing with a deck. I'll be explaining everything that's going on and everything that we're doing as we get ourselves a perfect victory. So if you are completely new to Balatro, or you're already familiar with the game but are struggling to get the wins, this is the perfect video for you. But there's also some more advanced stuff in here for people that are looking to level up their Balatro gameplay. Like, we're talking about really min-maxing your stuff, working with the economy, getting the most value out of like the cards that you're being dealt. And yeah, hopefully there's something in this video for everybody to learn from. Hell, even I learned something new at some point in this video, which is something I hadn't really thought about. It was actually super obvious. But yeah, this game is super in-depth, but you can definitely get into it as like somebody that is like new to the game. With this video, you should have everything you need to win your first game of Balatro. So definitely don't forget to leave a like and a comment if you enjoy this stuff. And now let's jump right into the video. Let me go into just literally like the basic deck, the standard deck with like the regular stake. And then I'll explain the game to you guys. Okay, so this is basically the Balatro like overview. Here we see the amount of hands we can play before we need to complete the round score. So this, in order for us to advance from this level, this like, you know, small blind, we need to get 300 points. So that's what you'll see right here. The round score needs to go to like 300 or above, and then we complete this like small blind. Then this is basically like the multipliers and stuff. So this is like the number for chips, and this is for like the multipliers. So you have like X2s or like X5s, and like things go crazy. This is how you get your numbers. This is the amount of hands you can play out to try to get to that score. So you have 4 hands and you have 4 discards. Discards are important too because that's kind of how you make poker hands. We'll get to that in a second. This is the money you have. $4 is what you start off with. And Balatro gets interesting too because there's like an economy on the side, which you have like interest that you can earn. I think you earn $1 over every $5 you have. So I always advise to go to like $25 in Balatro so you can get like max interest and stuff. Oh yeah, I'll change the game. So you can get like max interest. But we'll get more to that. Ante, these are basically like the levels that you're in. The second you go to like the last level, Ante 8, and you beat the boss fight, you've won the deck basically. And this is just like the rounds we're in round 0. So that kind of explains this little like overlay over here. And there's one more thing we can talk about, which is skipping blinds. So basically what you then do is you skip the blind, which basically means you don't get money for playing the round and you do not get to go into the shop. So that's kind of what you skip out on for doing this. I usually don't skip blinds too much because I think like money is important, but sometimes you have blinds that are actually like real valuable and you could go for them. So this is like reroll the boss blind. That's kind of like whatever. We don't care about that. And then this, the polychrome tag, which is actually kind of cracked, is something that I would consider maybe skipping for. So this says the next base edition shop joker is free and becomes polychrome, which means that it gets an X 1.5 multiplier. And the X multipliers are cracked in Balatro. We'll get to that in a second. But basically, how you end up winning runs, if you have a joker or 2 that give you good chips, then you have a joker or 2 that give you like good plus multipliers, and then you have X multipliers, which obviously like double the multipliers before that, making them like basically cracked. So that's why an X multiplier is super valuable, and you kind of need them eventually to like win runs as well. Then one more thing to talk about. So you have the small blind, which is like, you know, 300 chips, the big blind for 50 chips. And then the boss blinds is kind of where the game gets like tricky sometimes, because they are a level that you have to play out or complete with a specific, you know, downside to it. So this one, the psychic says you must play 5 cards, which is fine. This is one of the easier ones. But you also have things like the needle, which fucks my ass up all the time. And the needle basically allows you to only play 1 hand. So this number 4 goes to 1, and the needle just fucks you up, basically. So there are things that you have to play around. Like some people, I love playing a pair build, where basically you just play a pair. So if you do something like that, there's also these boss blinds that you can find that say you cannot play repeat hands. So then if you have a build that's all out on scoring a pair, you get fucked. So some of these like bosses they add an element of RNG, and it's all like random, you know? So they add a complete element of like RNG shit show into the whole thing, which is like what makes it exciting. Like these are all random. The jokers you get offered are all random. So that's where the game gets super addicting, because you sit there just like you're playing Sealed in Magic, and you're like, boy, I will sure open a like mythic, you know, in my next run. You just always hope that things line up for you. Sometimes they don't. But let's get into it here. Okay. So what we're trying to do in Balatro, and you can see it right here too, in case you are not familiar with poker, like, don't worry about it, because everything gets explained here too. So these are basically poker hands that you can play out, with the lowest being a high card. So you just play one singular card, and if the played hand is not of any of the above hands, only the highest ranked card scores. So then you get an ace, right? So then you see here that an ace gives you 5 chips times like 1, basically, or 5 chips x 1, I'll just say it like that. So you don't really get a lot of points for that, with the highest thing being a straight flush. So not only do you need to have a flush, which is like 5 cards of the same suit, they also need to be in like the consecutive rank. So that's basically impossible to get. I would say in Balatro, like, a lot of people go in on flushes early, because flushes are very valuable, like, right, like in early game, but they eventually become like a trap. So that's a little bit more like in-depth stuff. But when you start off playing this game, you're going to go really hard on flushes, because they're realistically like the easiest to get while scoring the highest, but eventually that all like kind of dies out. So yeah, full houses are also like real good, which is something that we're actually looking at with this hand right now. So we actually have actually I thought we had a full house, we don't. So what we have in here is like we have 2 pair, which is kind of like the highest we have in this hand. So then we get 20 times 2 already guaranteed, so that's 40 chips, or I guess it's more than that, because like these like chips all get added on top of that. So it's like +6 +6 +4 +4. So that's the chips, and that goes like times 2. So that's kind of what we would score of that. I'll just like play this out so you can see it. So then it's going to add up the chips, and then it's going to do that times 2. So we get like 80 chips for that hand. Now, usually when you're like in the earlier levels, you try to go for the flushes because they give you a lot of points. So how we're doing that is we're just going to get rid of these, right? We're trying to see if you can get more spades. You can also see your deck list here, so you can see like stats. I actually don't have a lot of spades left in the deck, but it will be fine because we're playing such like an early thing. So there we go. We have 5 of of spades, so we can play that out. And poker hands are all like, you know, played out with 5s. I mean, you don't have to play 5s. Like, there's a lot of min-maxing that you can do as well, you know, where you can basically, if you play a pair, right? This is a little bit more in-depth Balatro, but if you play a pair, then you can still play 5 cards out. So that's kind of a way to like not waste your discards. So if I have like 2 10s that I want to score with, but have a bunch of low cards that I can't do shit with, I can just play those alongside it so I don't have to discard them. Anyways, we had a flush. We met the score, so now we get to like cash out some money. So you get some money for remaining like hands that you have left, which gives us like $2, and then we get like $3 for beating the thing, so we get 5. So we made $5, and now we have $9. Oh my god, this card is so good. Like, this game is like fucking us up, dude. Fuck you. This Joker is cracked. Unfortunately, we cannot buy it. This thing is so good. I love Card Sharp. So Card Sharp is cracked because, like I said earlier on, it works with those X multipliers. I've literally never had a polychrome Card Sharp. This is evil. But anyways, so this is Card Sharp. This card is beyond cracked because, like I said earlier, this is an X multiplier, which are fantastic. I feel like you always want to have X multipliers are just cracked. Like, they're the best thing I feel like you could buy. And this is not only an X3 multiplier on Card Sharp, it also is polychrome, and I can't fucking buy it. Like, this would be an immediate purchase, even though our economy is pretty shit. You know, something like this. Here's another example of like a plus multiplier, and these are like, I feel like the most common in the game. This is Crazy Joker. So plus 12 multiplier if the played hand contains a straight. So that's a plus 12. Imagine a plus 12 with like an X 4.5 multiplier. Like, that's how you go nuts. That's how you win a game of Balatro. But anyways, something like Crazy Joker is kind of like bait because straights are really hard to get to, and then you get a 12 multiplier. So I usually would never go for this thing unless you're playing a build that tries to get straights, which you can do, but they're kind of considered bait, so I usually don't do it. Early on in the game, I do always like end up buying jokers because I feel like I want to get to them. Or like I want to start like, getting some more multipliers. Well, straights are good, but you do need to have like a very specific build around it, which is why I usually avoid it. Because if you don't find those pieces, it's a fucking trap. So that's why I don't really believe in them that much. Like you have cards in the shop that you can find for the people that don't know that say something like straights can be made with 4 cards, or straights can be made with like a number in between them. And if you have those cards, then yeah, you can very easily get straights, but in general, they're not the easiest to accomplish or get to. So anyways, we spent $4 to open ourselves a buffoon pack, which is the jokers. And we actually have a very cracked joker. We opened green joker. This is +1 mold per hand played, -1 mold per hand per discard. So what makes this joker so good is because it adds scaling. So scaling is real good because you eventually, like, the more levels we go up, the higher the ante we go, the more, the higher the blinds will be, the more, the more chips we have to score to win the round. So if you have jokers that skill, they'll skill with you throughout the level, and you'll basically have many ways to win. So, no, I think green joker is beyond cracked. It's kind of like, it's almost a win con. So sometimes you look for jokers that give you win cons. And I would say this is one of them, because we can just build this thing up to like +40 multiplier or something, which is really powerful. Like, it's kills, so. All right, we go into the next round. Like, this is also very tempting. Like, I would almost be considering skipping the blind here, because being able to get a polychrome joker for free is like really nice. But then we need to figure out, like beat the psychic, which I think we can easily accomplish. Like if we get 2 flushes, we get that. So we're gonna skip this blind to get ourselves a free polychrome joker. So we're gonna do that. And now we're gonna go into our first boss fight, which says we must play 5 cards in order to score, which is easily done. All right, well, the only thing that's a little bit like awkward is like discarding in combination with this green joker, but like, what the fuck. So what we could do here actually is that we can do, this is what I was talking about earlier. If you want to like min-max, you could try to like discard for like, hearts, but what we can do as well is we can just make a pair and just shove all of these cards in there too. So only these cards will score, and these are technically discarded. So that's kind of what we're doing here. Obviously, this is like a super low scoring hand, but we're just trying to make some flushes so we can try to like beat this. See what we get offered. I have Geralt, like the Witcher, and Cult of the Lamb, which is, I don't care for anything. Like, argue against the wall. Like, it's just elite. I'm sorry. Okay, so like if we wanna cook, we could play this hand out to try and like keep our joker healthy, but we can also just discard it because it's not really worth shit anyways. Let's see. I mean, okay, so we can also just like make a straight here, which isn't bad either. Because you can see here too, right? Like what scores higher? Like straight scores a little lower, but we could do it, right? So we could just do, if I can make it like with the least amount of heart. Actually, I'm kind of short. Hold on, I'm short. Whatever. I could discard this again. Sure, I'm just double downing on this, like, I'm going double on this, like, flush. Here we go. So we'll just play that out. Showing off the bling. Nah, you know it. And obviously, like, the cards that you draw are all, like, RNG too, which is, like, part of the game, I guess. Let's see, what do we have left in our deck? $30 even in Balatro? Nah, that's true. Like, what I have in this hand is I have a pair, but, I'm just gonna see if I can get myself to another flush on, like, diamonds. It's kind of just, like, trenches, because we're early on in the game, and we kind of have to play this out. No, I enjoy the vibes. I enjoy the vibes, what can I say? Alright, so we complete, like, this round. We have defeated our first boss, which means we go up an ante. We cash in our money. Like we have $5, so we get 1 interest. We cash out 7. And now we have that, free polychrome joker. So we get Hanging Chad. Retrigger first played card used in scoring 2 additional times. Interesting. Well, obviously we picked that up because, you know. Interesting. Okay, like this card is like something that you can build around. So another thing that I did fail to explain is like there's a bunch of things we can buy in this shop. Like we can buy jokers, but you also have tarot cards and you have planet cards. And you can also buy cards to add to your deck. So that would be the standard pack here. And the standard pack says choose one of up to 3 playing cards to add to your deck. So that is really good in combination with this like card because we can find cards that are modified. So there are cards out there that say, you know, when you play this, you know, add an additional 30 chips. And if we have that in combination with the Hanging Chad, it re-triggers 2 extra times. So it'd be 30 chips plus 30 chips plus 30 chips. So that's kind of how we can like, you know, kind of the build that we need to go for with this. So if we're playing with Hanging Chad, we want to probably look for, you know, opening a lot of like card packs and stuff. So yeah, so the left to right order with the Joker matters too. That's a good one. I forgot to say that. So you want to have the X multipliers last, of course. So you get the pluses going first, and then you double it, or you like X3 or X4 or whatever you have. It's really important as well because, you know, I know it's important to have it like that because you don't want to X and then add on top of it. Just like the order you should have it is usually. I usually put chips to the left, to the front, the plus multiplier in the middle, and the X multiplier in the back. So, Chinchilla, thank you for the 3. Yeah, so this is an example of a tarot card that actually makes us a planet card. So we just buy it as an example of like what we're doing. So we're gonna buy this tarot card. It goes into our like little like inventory thing, and we can use it. And it says if you have space, create 2 planet cards. So these are examples of planet cards. They basically level up your played hands. So Pluto gives the high card to level 2. So we're gonna use it, and our high card goes from 5x1 to 15x2. So that's also like a build. Like there's a really cracked card that I adore, which is a card that gives you X multiplier based on the amount of planet cards you use. I love that one. That's one of my favorites to like build around. Anyway, so we bought ourselves a tarot card that gave us like 2 planet cards. And you can open Arcana packs to get more tarot cards. There's also vouchers that you can buy, which is like they give you like a permanent boon throughout the game. So if we had $10, we can buy Paintbrush, which gives us +1 hand size, which is really nice. The Baron build is sick. The Baron build I've never even got to. Like, I think that's... So the thing is, I understand this game, but I don't think I've never beat NT11 or something. So like I'm always fucked. I'm always fucked there. Like I don't know. I think you need to have some like really cracked builds that I just cannot get to. So that's my downside as a Balatro player. I haven't figured out yet how to fuck the break NT11. It gets really difficult. But yeah. Technically you don't need to beat NT11 to beat the game. It's just like I want to do it, but it's hard. We can just open a standard pack here as an example of what a standard pack looks like. I wouldn't recommend buying standard packs this early. I would only buy them if your economy is like healthy. Which is like, I would say above $25. You can consider buying tarot cards early, but I would never buy a tarot card with my money under $20 because there's this card called the Hermit. And this is all like min-maxing. There's this card called the Hermit, which doubles your money, but it only doubles by 20. So you want to make sure that you have like the max money available for the Hermit, technically. If you want to be like really clean playing this game. But anyways, for an example, we'll buy ourselves a tarot pack. Okay, so here we have 3 cards that we can choose from to add to our deck. So normally we have 52 cards. We're going to add card 53. So we have 2 options here. You can get a stone card, which is just like a card that adds 50 chips. If you like play it, you don't have to score it. It just like needs to be in your hand and you get 50 chips with that. This is actually a really cool one. This is the 10 of spades with that like bonus that I talked about. So when we score this, we get 30 extra chips. But also when we discard it, we create a tarot card. So that one's kind of like value to pick up. But once again, because we have that ballot card, the Chad, if we play this thing early on, we get a ton of chips. It's really valuable. So we'll add that to our deck. Anyways, Let's do it. So we're now going into ante 2. We have our another small blind. Let's go in this and see if we can score some good Balatro hands. Yes, we can. Okay, so here we have a straight here. Can we play this out in a way that we save some like other thingies? I mean, usually you don't have to think like this hard about it, especially because this we're kind of playing on easy mode. Like it's the easiest deck to play, which is the red deck, and then like, you know, we just have to thrive basically. So we're playing a straight out. We're growing our like scaling joker. We have this at the first, so we're getting a ton of chips from that. And then we still have the X multiplier that gets on top of it. So we basically beat this like small blind with one singular hand. I like the double tag deck. I think that one is the biggest slay. Okay, so we get 7 gold for that, and we have a new shot. Let's see. So we have Lusty Joker. So whenever we play a card with a heart suit, we get +3 multiplier, which is a fine like tempo card early on, or tempo joker early, but I don't really care for it. We have Fortune Teller. I do fuck with Fortune Teller. I don't know if we need it now. You know? I don't know if we need it now. I kind of want to work more towards like building up a healthy economy. I really like Fortune Teller, but you know, Lusty goes hard with hanging Chad. You can get +9 molt if the first hardest cards. I mean, that's true, but +9 molt like does not get me excited in Balatro. Like, sure, a +9 molt, whatever. Like, it's okay early on in the game. That's definitely not bad, but I don't know if we're sweating that hard. I don't think we are. I really like building up a strong early economy. Ooh, the first joker is negative. That's also spicy, guys. So a negative joker allows us to add an extra joker to our, like, so normally you can only have 5 jokers, as you see indicated by this number here, but if you have negative jokers, you can get more of them. That do be tempting. I'm gonna go for that. I'm gonna skip the blind and we're gonna get ourselves a free negative joker. And normally I don't skip blinds that much, like, at all, but it's too tempting. Like, it's too tempting. All right, we have ourselves a, what is it? Full house here. That's really good. So let's play it out. So this is, we have the flint here as the boss. Base, chips, and molts are, like, halved, which whatever, you know. I hope I'm doing a good job at explaining the game. If you have any questions, just, like, fire it off. Okay. What do we want to score? I want to see if I can make my way over to, like, a flush or something. I'm actually tempted to just, like, throw his hand away like this. Because I don't want to, like, lose the multiplier on my, like, green joker. I mean, it's risky, but I'm doing it. You can't give... the free negative is too tempting. Like, I'm sorry. Oh, boy. Okay, I'm just gonna use the discard here. Alright, there we go. Now we got a flush. This is gonna be a good one, too. There we go. So first, we have, like, we get a multiplier because we didn't discard, and then we get, like, the ace triggering a couple times. This goes for 11 chips. So we get a bunch of chips here, then we get the multiplier, and then we get the X multiplier, and we get, like, 700 for that, so... GG's. Boss defeated. We get our money, so we get, like, $2 interest. Just nice, so we cash out 8. And now we're getting to, like, a nice number. We're, like, $20 in right now. Oh, it's the fucking Wii Joker. So this Joker gains +8 chips when each play 2 is scored. It's a rare one, too. I mean, I'm obviously picking it up because it's free and it's negative, but okay. So this wants us to play, like, score on 2s, which, sure, you know. The Crazy Joker's back again. We don't care for that. So we're actually $20 up right now. I feel like we could consider opening an Arcana pack, which gets us a tarot card. Let's see what we have. This is really nice. Okay, so we have Temperance. I usually, like, tend to go crazy for the cards that boost my economy. So Temperance gives us a total sell value of all current Jokers. So we get $12 basically added, which is really nice. Like, our economy is going crazy right now. We can also buy this guy. Let's see if we can get something good. There you go. There's the Hermit. Like, our economy really popping the fuck off, chat. Look at our money all of a sudden. $44. And now we're basically like smooth sailing. You can also do rerolls in the shop for $5, which is like rerolls the shop for you. But yeah, we got that fucking EV going now. Like, this is great. Oh, this is actually top up tag. Create 2 common jokers. That could be tempting too. I think that's a voucher that gives you like discounts based on like for re-rolling or something, I think, or does it discount for like opening packs or something? That's tempting. I don't know why I'm skipping so many blinds. Like, it's because I'm so used to playing with the double tag deck. 2 common jokers. That's kind of nice though. All right, fuck it. Here we go. Fuck it. We're buying this. We're buying it. Okay, so we actually ended up getting 2 really nice jokers. So Popcorn is one of those like jokers that's just about tempo. Yo, AJ, thank you for the 43. This joker is all about tempo. So this gets plus 20 multiplier right now and minus 4 mult every round played. So eventually this thing loses its value, but it's decent early on. And then we have Half Joker, which is one of my favorite jokers. So this thing, it gives us 20 mult if the played hand contains 3 or fewer cards. And like I said earlier, I'm a fiend for like a pair deck. So Half Joker is usually part of what I'm trying to do. So I'm really happy with these jokers. We're going to just be able to, with these jokers, we're going to play like a pair out and we just win this round, okay? So what we've done in the previous like fights or blinds, whatever, rounds, we've played like flushes, we've played straights to try and get like high scores. Now check this out. When we're just playing a pair. We're just playing a pair. Look what happens now. So we get the green joker that goes. We get like the ballot, which kind of gives us some extra chips. So we get plus 5 for that, plus 20 for that, plus 20 for that, and 1x 1.5 on that one. So we just play 2 cards out, and it defeats like the blind immediately, which is really nice. I don't really fuck with like Wii Joker that much, but hopefully eventually we get some value. Anyways, look at how we're popping off, chat. We have $44, so we get max interest. We saved all our hands, so we get $3 of that, and then like $4 for beating the blind. We're doing great. Okay. Yeah, so we could pick up clearance sale, all cards and packs in the shop are 25 off. I mean, our economy is so healthy, we can easily do that. That a Wii Joker is cute, I'll tell you that. Okay, so and now we can have a look at this. So this is Bloodstone. A 1 in 2 chance for played cards with the heart suit to give you X 1.5 mult when scored. Like, it's probably okay to pick up, but I don't like it. Ceremonial Dagger. When the blind is selected, destroy Joker to the right and permanently add double its sell value to this mult. Like, this is a very strange card. I think it's very hard to really maximize the value from this thing. So I never go for it. I think it's kind of like bait. We could pick up this thing because we simply can, which is okay. So we're putting it in the back because it's X 1.5 multiplier, so we want to have it there. Are there options to remove cards? Yes. So you can pick up tarot cards that destroy 2 cards. And that's like a whole different build that you can do as well. Like, there are jokers that give you X multiplier or plus multiplier based on cards missing from your deck. So you need to be under 52 cards. There's also jokers out there. There's like a joker out there, I believe, that gives you like an X or a plus multiplier based on glass cards destroyed. Like, it's wild. But anyways, our economy is healthy, so we're balling and we can basically buy out the shop. Let's see. We're kind of doing like a pair build, so we'll pick up Mercury and we level up our pair. Trade in $44 store credit for peeps, yeah. We can pick up the standard pack too, because we do still want to like max out the ballot. Ooh, this is cool. So we have... This is actually interesting because it's 9 of hearts and has the re-trigger seal, the red seal. So we could get like, what, 4 triggers for playing this thing. You also have something like Queen of Spades. So this is plus 4 multiplier that would trigger multiple times. I'd almost be tempted to pick up the plus multiplier instead of like the chips. Then again, this is where I kind of have to think about like, where is our build strong? Where does our build lack? So our build's very strong in like plus multipliers. It's okay in X multipliers. But where we're lacking is chips. Like, we're not really doing good in like the chip department. Like, ideally, if you have a game-winning build, you have a healthy balance. A couple of chip jokers, a couple of plus jokers, a couple of X jokers. So maybe it is worth going after like this thing after all, because it kind of works at giving us more chips. So we'll just do that. We could reroll the shop, but I don't think we're that desperate. Okay, so here we have another boss fight. The Mark. All face cards are drawn face down. Pom pom pom. So we won't be able to look at face cards anymore, but... okay. I'm just gonna play this straight out, so we'll miss out on half Joker value, but we do maybe get Bloodstone value, and we also get Wee Joker value, so whatever, we're gonna play it out. Like, it's fine. Buy first. I guess if you want to, like, get Bloodstone value, I think you can, but, you know. No, Ace doesn't count as, like, 1, I don't think. Unless I'm wrong, but I don't think so. I've never actually done that. I know sometimes how it works, but it actually does. Well, see, you learn something new every day. I never finish my straights with an ace ever. But I'm not really, like, I don't really play straights, so. If you play the 2 first, it's Wee Joker will update tries. Yeah, I guess you could do that too. That's a good one too. Maybe we should have done that. Yeah, maybe we should have done that, honestly. Yeah, okay, so we'll put the 4 first, basically, so then we get, like, the Bloodstone value or whatever. Actually, I wonder if I'm supposed to play it out like this. Probably. It's just 2 of them. Yeah, 11 and 1, I think. Like I said, I've never completed the straight with an ace. Like, I don't really play the straights, so... Not really my jam. Alright. But good to know. I mean, normally, like, in poker, it does end up playing out like that, but... I didn't cross my mind. Alright, anyways, easy defeated. We get ourselves 12 gold. Oh shit, it's ramen? Bruh. Okay, ramen slaps. X2 multiplier basically for free, but you lose X0 1 multiplier per discard. Yeah, I think I want to just toss Bloodstone and play ramen, honestly. Or I could also toss popcorn because it doesn't have much left. This, like, the Baron, though, the Baron is part of, like, the craziest fucking builds. So if eventually you want to beat, like, NT11, bro, there are some, like... There are videos out there on the internet. I think I dropped one on, like, video games channel in Discord before. I think Baron is basically, like, the card that could break the game. I think it might be the most powerful card in the whole game, but you need to build your whole fucking deck around the Baron. I've been too scared to ever try it. But there's basically ways that you can, like, manipulate your deck to basically have a ton of kings in there. So you have a whole handful of kings that all, like, trigger off their own. Then you have cards that says, like, cards in your hand trigger an additional time. It's another Joker you can get. And it's just fucking nuts. Yeah, so you keep adding kings. You have this, like I said, there's this other Joker that allows cards from your hand to trigger twice. It's deranged, but, like, yeah, you have to do a lot to build around it. And I've just never... I've always been just too scared to try and do that. I'm gonna sell popcorn and get myself ramen. We're not really discarding anyways. This is a combo piece for infinite score. Yeah, it basically is, like, the craziest thing you could do. We could pick up the grabber voucher, which gives us an additional +1 hand. Like, I'm too scared. I'm too scared of it. Like, I wonder if I can find something on, like, Google somewhere. I think I can. Balatro Baron video. Let's see. It's out there for sure. How to force Baron in Balatro? I mean, I don't know about that. Do you know how to just have, like, a TikTok or something? Maybe it's on Twitter. I don't know. It is kind of a trap, but some of them are really, like, worth building around. Oh, see, here we go. I think this is an example of somebody doing it. Let me show it, you guys. Let me show it. Here's an example of somebody having, like, a Baron build. Like, I've never even done this shit, dude. I dream of stuff like this, but yeah. So this is kind of like the 2 pieces you need. You need to have this thing that, like, double triggers in hand, and then you have the Baron. And look at all the kings they have. And those aren't just, like, regular kings. They're steel cards. So they give an X 1.5 multiplier when they are in hand as well. So look at this shit. Like, they play one thing out, bro. Like, this is what I'm talking. Like, this is just, like, bruh. And yeah, these blue jokers are like copy jokers, so they copy every single one of them. Like, this is just... Nah, like, nah. But that's how crazy this game can get if you get, like, the perfect setup. But I mean, you need every single fucking card to align. I don't know. You need to have, like, the gods align with you or some shit, because I don't think I can ever have that. But yeah, the stars need to align for you to make that shit work. I can't do it. I've never succeeded, but, you know. All right, let's see if we can get some... We'll pick a high card. High card's fine. No, I know, like, it could get nuts, but yeah, like, dude, this card is part of it, so it's funny that we're seeing it, but, you know. I'm okay, let's keep some more economy here. Alright, and now we basically just have to play, like, good shit out. Let's go like that, because we still have this guy. Yeah, the copy jokers are cracked, they're really nice. The furthest you've ever gotten with the Baron has been anti-14. I've never even beat anti-11. Like, I've never... Like I said, I'm just trying to complete, like, the gold stake on my own, like, run that I'm doing right now. Alright, easy peasy, defeated the small blind. With, like, max hands left. Look at our interest. Getting $12 for that, chat. Ooh, Raised Fist. I actually quite like Raised Fist, but I don't like it with the build that we're doing right now. So Raised Fist basically adds double the rank of the lowest ranked card held in hand to Molt. So we can basically, with the Raised Fist, you can play out like 5 card hands and make sure that like the lowest card you have in your hand is like a 10 or like a 9 or something. You get like plus 18 multiplier, which is really nice. I fuck with it, but I don't know if it's right for this build when we're doing like half Joker. Yeah, it's quite nice early on and stuff. Like, I fuck with it. It's not that this is really a vibe for us. Well, we're explaining the game as I'm, like, playing to this round, so in the hopes that I might stream this more in variety, so, it'd be worth checking out the VOD if you want to learn the game better. I think we're doing a decent game, or decent game. I think we're doing a decent, job at explaining how it works. It's so fucking addictive, it's not right. Okay, what the hell? We just get, like, a flush offer to us? What the hell? I'll do it. What the hell? Sure. I mean, I missed out on like the half Joker value, but this is dope with the Bloodstone and like the hanging Chad. Anyway, so basically with the Jokers that we have, the Green Joker and the Ramen, we never want to discard, but that's not a problem. So I would say the only thing kind of wrong with this build is that we don't really have a Joker that skills with chips. That's kind of the only thing that I'm missing here. So, well, shit, speak of the devil. Alright, well, that's our problem solved, chat. We have ourselves Banner, which is solid. Like, it's a solid Joker. It's a solid, like, chip Joker. So I think what I would happily do here is, like, pitch Bloodstone, and I'll pick up this Banner, which is plus 30 chips for each remaining discard. We're never discarding, so this fits, like, perfectly into our build. And I think with this setup, we basically just win the game. Like, now we can just end up picking up some, like, good cards. Sure, lucky, that's fine. We're gonna go just here. Yeah, the dopamine hit when your shit works out is just so nice. I could have actually put on the one with the seal or whatever. Like, at this point, we're basically just chilling because we're always winning this run. Like, I don't think there's anything that could stop us. Outside of maybe some, like, fucked up stuff like a needle boss or, like, a, I don't know. There's some bosses that could fuck us over, but... Okay, like, this is the wall. This one could be very scary normally, too. But I think, honestly, with this setup, we could beat the wall with one hand. Seriously. So here we're gonna go. We're gonna play 2 aces. And I think that might just be good enough to... Anti-8 needle, yeah, that's the type of shit that could fuck us up. Look at that, plus 120 chips. Bruh. Ah, so close. 500 chips off from beating the boss. Alright, whatever. What does this thing need again? A 2? Okay, so I'm just gonna play only my 2 out so I can get the Wii Joker value. The water boss? Oh yeah, because that gets rid of all discards. You're right, you're right. Yeah, but I mean, that's the risk you take. Anyways, we've leveled up our Wii Joker, like, quite a bit, actually, so, we're good now, too. This is also getting us some stuff. Okay. We're chilling hard, chat. We're chilling hard. This is an easy win. Alright. So Death is also really cool because you can turn the left card into the right card. And this is one of those cards that, with that video that you just saw, where people have all those kings in their hand, like Death is like a really big part of that because you can turn like any card in your deck into a king, basically. I like picking up this card because it's like, it basically also makes every card a pair, which is really nice. Yeah, we have a trash voucher. We can pick that up, +1 discard every round, which like works with the banner that we have. So this is basically like almost, I would say, a perfect run. But the bosses could fuck us up. So this is also a thing I didn't talk about. There's another type of pack, which is a spectral pack, and these things are like high risk, high reward. So this is like the Hex, add a polychrome to a random joker, and then you destroy all the jokers. So we never in a fucking million years want to touch this thing. But something like Familiar is nice, so we destroy 1 random card in our hand and add 3 random enhanced face cards, which is fine. So we destroy 1 thing and we add like 3 enhanced cards, which is, you know, fine, worth picking up. At this point, like, our economy is so fire, we can just buy the shop out every time, basically. Okay, we have Mercury, which is for a pair, so we pick that up. Yeah, like we could also, exactly with the Wii Joker, like we could try to make more 2s so that we could feed the Wii Joker, which is quite nice. Like if you find it, there we go, we have a 2. So what we can do now is we can turn this 2 into a, or this 3 into a 2. So the left card, convert it into the right card. So if we use Death right now, then we have basically made 2 2s. I mean, I'm not sure if this is like the right play or whatever to waste a card like that. But anyways, we now have 2 2s, which works with the little Wii guy. I think this just automatically wins this round anyways. We're gonna get like fucking high over it. So the Wii Joker is growing like crazy. It gives us +64 now. Look at that fire, chat. So we needed 11k to win the round and we scored 28k. That's not too bad. And so what's kind of like making this build work is because we have something that's scaling. So we have the green Joker that scales. +20 molt's already like really good. And we have solid X multiplier. So like we basically have everything we need to win now. We have 2 Jokers that work with chips, 2 Jokers that work with a plus multiplier, and 2 Jokers that work with an X multiplier. So like, we're fucking cracked at this point, basically. We could just like run through the whole game now. Creates a rare Joker, sets money to 0. Hell no. Add a red seal, it's not bad. Get more face cards. Add a negative to a Joker, -1 hand size. That's pretty nice. Because we don't really need a big hand size anyways, because we're playing a pair build, so like, we don't give a shit. We can very easily just make one of these Jokers negative, and then we can pick up a new Joker. So, I mean, you could pick up the square Joker now, because that goes against half Joker, but yeah, we pick up that one. We have negative Joker now, 2 of them, so we can throw another Joker into the slot, which is really nice. I quite like stone cards whenever I'm doing like a half Joker build, because you can just add it to it. So I'll probably just turn my 3 into a half Joker. Or a stone card. But like I said, I think we're just like thriving hard here. I mean... And then, of course, we don't find a pair. But the thing is, chat, we don't even fucking need pairs. Like, we actually don't give a shit. We can just play a high card out, and it just could win us the game. Now, what we can do here, like I said earlier, we can, like, min-max to, like, manipulate a little bit. So, what we can do is we can play out this queen, which will score as a high card, and add, like, a 6 and a 5 on top of that to try and get ourselves to, like, a pair for the next hand. But I think this queen just wins anyways, but it's fine. No, like I'm thinking that like maybe I can get more people to be addicted to Balatro, and like you guys would end up watching it if I play more variety, you know? Anyways, we needed to score 16k, we scored 30k with just a high card. Like, this is vibes. It's just vibes. Okay, we have a death card, we'll buy that. Each play 10 or 4 gives +10 chips and +4 mole. I mean, that's fine. It's fine. I mean, it's like, we could just pick it up for the sake of picking it up, but like, we can do better, Loki. I mean, we also don't need to do better anyways. Yeah, well, my Steam is clocking me in at 350 hours, but I think realistically it's more like 250, I think. Which still is not good. It's still not good, but yeah, no, I think this game is just great. Like, a thing that I do often is whenever I'm like working out or something, like whenever I'm like, you know, on my treadmill, like working out or whatever, I just play Balatro and like the time just fucking flies by, dude. Also moving the multipliers to the left to score less and scale the green joker more. To score less and skill the green joker more. I mean, that's honestly, like, we could do... I don't know if we're that sweaty. Like, I think we've already won this, but it's truly not a bad idea. So what the person in the chat's saying, which is another, like, great way of how Balatro is so fucking great, is what they're basically... What this bestie in the chat's trying to say is, like, if you want to min-max... So what we're doing in this, kind of where we're, like, failing a little bit, is that we're not really maximizing our green joker potential. Because we just play one card out, or one hand out, and it wins us the round. So what this bestie's suggesting is that we fuck up the order of our jokers so that we don't automatically win for playing one card so we can get more like multipliers on the green joker. Which is definitely correct to do, but I think we win already. Maybe I'm getting like too cocky, but that's like really how you can like min-max the jokers and stuff. It's really cool. Yeah, we get less gold, but like our economy is so high that you kind of don't give a shit. But that's how cool and like in-depth this game can get, right? Where you can basically manipulate yourself into playing out worse hands so you can eventually like level shit up more. It's really dope. Okay, so this chat, this is one of those bosses where we're happy to see it early because this thing could fuck you up. This thing could fuck you up. So the eye says no repeat hand types. I've lost to the eye many a times. Like, I've done pair builds where I ended up running into the eye and I would just be fucking dead. Like, it would just be over for me on the spot. Yeah, not cute when it happens. Anyways, so we just win this with one blow, though. So what we're going to do is we're going to play these. We're going to do a pair of hearts, and then we're going to add the stone card on top of that so we get an additional 50 chips. So we just win. We don't have to worry about the eye, but if you get the eye on like NT8 or some shit, man, you could be cooked. It's really bad. You could be really cooked by the eye, especially if you don't have like as solid of a setup as we have. Like, we beat this in one go. Like, we don't give a shit. You know, 22 needed, but you get 38. No, we're just vibing hard. Oh, we don't have the hearts thingy anymore. I mean, I guess you could put the stone card in front so you could trigger it more, but like, I'm not gonna min-max when I'm already winning, so, you know, spare me there, please. Sure, I'll just pick this one up. But yeah, you can really just, especially what the chat's saying, like with the, you know, change the order, all of that's gonna matter when we're basically... when we're playing like the gold stake that I'm trying to like break, for example, like I'm trying to get through the gold stake, and in that you really want to like min-max as much as you can. Whereas this one is like, we're playing the red deck with no stakes. Like, we beat this always with the most like correct lineup of jokers that you could basically have. So we're fine. But eventually when it comes to like winning the gold stake, you know, you want to really like min-max as much as you possibly can. So this is like the steel card that's really dope. So that gives plus X 1.5 mult while the card stays in hand, which is what you saw in the video that I showed earlier. That person had all steel cards, so it gave like more like multipliers and stuff. Pretty cool. I don't really fuck hard with steel cards usually. Like, I will make them whenever I can, and like they're cute, but you know, it's fine. We need some of this Balatro RNG in your arena games. Yeah, I swear. So, like, another min-max thing that we technically could do is, like, we could discard the tarot card or the purple seal card to get ourselves a tarot, but, like, first of all, I don't necessarily want to discard for these things, and also, like, I don't think we need it. Like, I think we just beat this anyway. So what we can do... Actually, do we want to play the Wii? We probably just want to play this thing, the 2 out here, actually. Okay, so we're gonna do... I need to play high card on 2, so we're just gonna play like this. So that we can level up our like little wee joker. Get the upgrades. It's vibes. I mean, I fucking love Balatro, but yo, 44k, dude, like we need 20k, we get 44k of playing 1-1-2. Like, it's wild. It's just, that's just the dopamine hits that are just so good in this game. For real, like, it's great. I mean, I could pick up one of these, but sure. I'll get the... So this voucher that I just picked up does nothing, but I'm pretty sure if you buy enough, you get a special joker. Because that's another thing in this game. The more you play, the more you unlock decks, and the more you unlock jokers. So, pretty sure if I get enough, like, vouchers of nothing, I get, like, a special joker, which I haven't had yet, but... I like it when the numbers go up. Now, and, like, I actually deprived you guys of, like, the best part. Hold on. Let me actually see if I can fix that. Let's see. Like the sound of this game, especially when like your stuff goes hard, is like satisfying as hell too. Hold on. That's another part of like the addicting shit. You can hear it now, right? Like it's just so satisfying. Oh, we have another 2. Okay, I'll play that out. Like the sound. Very satisfying. Like, it's some good shit. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. I know, it's like, it's pretty good, honestly. I'm cranking up more. Very, like, ASMR coded. When you, like, end up buying stuff. Okay, we get this one. Like, very nice. So very nice. Very pleasant. Even though sometimes like the background audio can get kind of annoying, but it's just nice. It's nice. The tooth, lose $1 per card played. Okay. First of all, our economy is good, so we don't give a shit. But also, like, do I just actually turn this to? Okay, I'm gonna max out my Wii Joker. Level 7 pair. Yeah, there's also like a joker that I at some point received because I had like a hand that would get to like level 10 or something. It's pretty cool too. Our Wii Joker is actually gonna like take over the banner for the amount of chips that it's giving us. Pretty dope. Okay. And with that, we have beat Ante 6. We're now going to Ante 7. Like the noises, like let's go, let's go. Oh shit, that's the mime. See, that's the one that we that's the one that went crazy with the Baron. Retrigger all card held in hand abilities. Fire. Actually, I've never bought this one because it's like -1 ante, -1 hand. Like, what the fuck? It's weird. It scares me. I don't know what you want me to do with that. I've never bought it. Which is why it says not discovered. So this is actually cool. We have Ouija, so convert all cards into hand in a random, single random rank, which I don't really care for too much. Destroy 5 random cards in hand, gain $20. I don't think we need any of these. Is it? I mean, I've never done it. Like, I'm kind of scared. I haven't done my research into it. What if it's 2 though? I mean, then I would still only play 2 or 3 of them though, right? Like. It makes you go back to a previous level with a stronger deck, so you're arguably be better the second time around. I don't know, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. I remain scared of the I remain spooked. I mean, this is literally like fine. Lucky cards? Sure, what the hell. So the Magician gives us like a lucky card, which is basically like a 1 in 5 chance to get 20 multiplier and a 1 in 15 chance to win $20. So maybe we'll get lucky. I don't know. I don't think so, but yeah, like I think it's weird. It's been too spooky for me to to buy it and try it. I'm not gonna lie. Let's go, baby. 107. Chat, we broke 100k chips. Would you look at us? Would you look at us? It's just vibes. The hiker is pretty good early on. After you played card permanent games plus 5 chips. It's pretty nice early on, but it's kind of too late for us. Don't care too much about that anymore. Hey, we got Pluto. I'll take a Pluto, a high card. So our high card goes to level 4. Level 5, actually. What else do we need? I mean, like, I could actually reroll for, like, other things. But like I said, I think we're chilling so much. Oh, this is another thing. Sometimes jokers can also be different. So we have that polychrome joker, which gives us X 1.5. You also can have jokers that are foil. So this one guaranteed gives us plus 50 chips, which is pretty cool. I mean, obviously, we don't want to pick that up right now. That was so loud, I'm sorry. But, you know, you could fuck with it. Yo, Chrono, thank you so much for the prime. Yo, it's a 2. Let's play it out for the Wii Joker. Like, you just play one vanilla 2-out and we're gonna break like 100k of doing so. It's nuts, dude. It's nuts. I mean, like I said, we had fantastic jokers, so we're just chilling hard. Look at that. I mean, 55, not the same at all, but still beat it in one go. Get that money. I like misprint. Misprint is a little goofy. Like, misprint is just like randomly gives you a plus multiplier. But it's not bad early on as like a common joker or whatever. And nice noises. I'll pick up the lucky queen. And now we open a tarot pack. Let's see what we can get. Molt cards. So this one's funny too. Oh no, wait, never mind. That's a different one I'm talking about. Full replays, which isn't bad. I'll just go with like multiplier. So we're kind of just like enhancing our whole deck right now. I actually am surprised we haven't seen like the Wheel of Fortune yet, because that one's really funny. Okay, these are pretty good too, but like I said, our setup is just cracked right now. What is this? The house. First hand is drawn face down. Okay. But that's no problem. So like we can sort it on rank and suit, but we sort on rank. So like you could have an odds of having a pair. You could also discard this hand to have it turn like face up. But I think if we just play like, you know, off of an ace, I think we'll be fine. Just play like the highest card that we have in hand, and even if we play it out twice, that's not bad because it fuels our like green joker anyways. So we actually didn't beat it in one card right now, but it doesn't matter because like, you know, it's actually good for our like green dude. Get some more multipliers on that. Okay. Still beat it, even though it took us like 2 hands right now. But there's other ways that you can like manipulate that for Alright, chat. So with that, we have arrived in the last level of this Balatro run. NT8. We made it. Okay, we get some more money. Why not? What is this on? Permanently gain +1 discard each round. Alright, sure. What the hell? Get more chips for our banner. Peggle? Yeah. It gives like Peggle vibes for sure. Let's see. Okay. Oh yeah, this one is what I'm talking about. This one's funny. This is kind of like a meme, the Wheel of Fortune. Because it's a 1 in 4 chance to add foil, holographic, or polychrome to a random joker, and this thing always fills. But people still buy it because it's like, it's the ultimate trap, because it's like, oh shit, what if you get it though? I mean, I'm gonna try it. Ah, fuck. That happens all the time. There's a lot of like funny memes about it. You always end up buying it and it never does shit. Ooh. King of Clubs foil. I'll pick that up. Alright, chat. Let's win this Balatro run. Let's do just that. Can we manipulate this? Yeah, we'll just play the 3-out with it as well, so we get like more on the raised fist. But not that, like I said, not that we need it, but like, especially because this is what I'm talking about. Like, this is the a bonus like card, and we have the hanging chat too, so we had like 500 chips there. Pretty nice. The chat giving us like the double triggers all the time, which really works nice with those like enhanced cards basically. You just gotta win your first run. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, I know we're still in the magic category, but I'm too lazy to change it. I'm not sure how much longer this goes on for anyways. Like, maybe I can just try a few attempts with the gold state, but... Okay, so I just bought myself another Wheel of Fortune because I'm... Fuck's sake. Whatever, dude. Whatever. Alright. I don't need any of that. So what we could also do, like, if you're really min-maxing, then, like, you know, knowing we're in the last round, we don't really need $82. So you could just re-roll the shop infinitely. Oh, I love Supernova, too. This is a really strong win con, too. But, like, we haven't really played many hands out, so it's not good. But Supernova adds the number of times poker hand has been played to Mold, which is really nice. Like, skills very nicely. Especially if you're doing, like, a build that's all about pairs or something, right? Let's see. We'll play out some Joker. A pair of, like, jacks, I guess. And we'll just do this. So we gotta make sure we play, like, 3 cards. Because we want to get that, like, half Joker value. And we played a 6 because then we get the raised fist on, like, the 8. Giving us plus 16 multiplier. Let's go, baby. Beat in one go. Alright, chat. We get our money. And then we're gonna go into the boss fight. The boss fight. Oh yeah, this one's also joke. Like, this one's like a joke. The retrigger all played face cards. Really cool too. You can do a lot of like funny stuff with that as well. Okay, so we have pair level 8. We fuck with that. Trying to get to that point where we play like 1 pair out and it wins us the boss fight. Oh, this one is nice. So this is a holographic purple seal card. So it gives plus 10 multiplier when played, and it creates a tarot card when discarded. Really nice. This is a glass card. I like them too. So when it's played, it gives X2 multiplier, but there's a 1 in 4 chance for the card to be destroyed. I think they're both good. Doesn't really matter. Like, we could re-roll the shop a couple times. I don't think anything... Oh, I've never discovered this one. All cards are considered face cards. Like, I've never done the Baron build, so I never ended up picking this up. But yeah. Anyways. We win this anyway. So this is actually a really interesting one. Like, we didn't get an easy boss. This is the Amber Acorn, which is flips and shuffles all Joker cards. And this is kind of tricky because it fucks with the order of your cards. So what we're gonna have to do as we play a handout is figure out where our Jokers are lined up. So we want to make sure that those X multipliers are still in the back. So we're gonna have to really look on where those X multipliers is and then like toss them to the side. You'll see it in a second. Okay, so here we go. So these are easy to see. We know that these are like our like tiny dudes. So this is like the half Joker and this is like the wee Joker or something. And now one of these, we don't know exactly where the X multipliers are, so we just have to figure that out somehow. I don't know. What will it be? Let's play this 2 out actually because it's fun. Let's see where it is. Where is the X multiplier? So this is a green one. That's the re-trigger. So we're gonna put that to the front. That's... Where's the X one? That needs to go to the back, and that needs to go here. And then our Jokers are in, like, the right order, basically. Alright, well, this wins the game now, but, So yeah, we basically correctly identified what Joker is what, and we put them in the right place. This needs to be... God. Kind of, like, gets a little bit tricky to go about it, but... Ah, shit. It needs to go, like, there, but it's still fine. Anyways... We beat 2 hands and we got to 200,000 chips. So there you go. GG's, like basically GG's. That's a Balatro run, basically. That's how you win the game. Clap, 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 clap. Not too bad. For the people that... it took me like quite some time to figure out. This took me quite some time to figure out. Like I had to... do my research a little bit. Like, it really understanding that you win this game with like the Jokers and like building like a healthy like economy and stuff. That's how you do it.